What's going on, everybody? Welcome to today's midday market recap. My name is Brad, and this is Own the Chaos. This is a channel primarily focused around over-the-counter stocks and penny stocks in general, and how to trade them. I find success in doing so, and I've so much so that I've turned it into a living. And so I created this channel for other people to learn and grow from my experiences and how I trade in the market. And I've actually created a free platform for anyone to join and interact with. It's called WeTradeHQ. It's at WeTradeHQ.com. The links are in the description below. It's a free Discord chat room, and we also have an actual website with tools and resources to help you become a better trader. And it's not just focused on penny stocks. It's for anybody who's trading anything in the stock market and even in the cryptocurrency world. So if you're trading options, forex, big board stocks, no matter what you're trading within the market, WeTradeHQ is the place for you. So what's going on, Blade Runner Movies? How's it going? Folks are just kind of rolling in here, and I wanted to talk a little bit about the OTC in general. It's a real slow market out there, and so what I did was I went in with a specific plan and didn't want to force any particular trade, and that, I think, is the name of the game. Half the battle is making sure, I don't know, for a beginning trader anyway, I feel like there's a lot of folks out there that feel like they just got to trade no matter what it is. Like, I can't skip out on making a trade today. And so I want, to let you know that it's okay. There might be days where you just don't make a trade, and that's perfectly okay. It's almost better to do that than to try to force a trade and then end up taking a loss. I made a very small trade today, made a couple $100, which, again, green is green, money is money, profit is profit, whatever you want to call it. But I'm used to making more sizable gains. I just wanted to be very specific within my plan, and was like, I'm not going to go any more than this. And it was really on a stock that I wasn't even all that high on, but I knew how it reacted and I knew the history behind it. So I just was looking to make some quick money, got in, got out, which you guys know if you've been following me for a while. That's not usually how I work or how I operate. I do a lot of swing trading, but it was a little rough today. It looked like there was some moves that could have potentially have been made with some pretty decent catalysts that came out today, but for whatever reason, the market was just slow. And again, I just wanted to make sure that I was making a specific plan. So with that, I'll go ahead and share my screen and let you know what my thought process was. And what I traded was HIPH. And so I'll go ahead and share that with you here. HIPH, I'm bringing it up here on WeTradeHQ. It's at WeTradeHQ.com, where I can do my technical analysis and interact with other folks here. And sorry about that. So other folks here can talk about it. And so yeah, I looked at HIPH. I saw the report, the news that came out today. And the news came out with that they had an LOI to acquire 2 CBD and THC cosmetic and lifestyle brands. Anything that comes out on HIPH, people seem to get really excited about. You can see HIPH has quite a bit of money that flows in and out of this thing. If you can look at it, it's at $349,000, and it's on a slow day. When we saw news that came out on this last time, it was at $6.5 million. So it's quite the interesting movement here on HIPH whenever there's a catalyst that comes out. One thing to take note of, HIPH puts out a lot of catalysts that really aren't related to the company directly, and this one was one that actually was. And what I liked here was looking at the history, was that 5 cents seemed to be a really strong support level. So within my mentorship this morning, I brought this to folks' attention, and they told them that I really liked the support level at 5 cents. Based off of the catalyst that was coming today, was able to fill at 5 cents flat in 501. Went up to highs of about 5.5 cents, and it's kind of really stalled there, and it started to make its way back down. One thing to point out is that HIPH is being heavily diluted, and I knew that, and I made everybody aware that within the morning mentorship, that this is one that you have to keep a really short leash on. If it doesn't respond well, then it's going to come back down to these levels. And so that's pretty much what it ended up doing. Right now, it's just barely green. So I sold for a couple $100 around the 5.2 area and called it a day. There was a lot of other stuff going on. LVXI, yeah, Blade Runner, I saw that one went nuts. VYST was another one to take of note. But, you know, this is why HIPH is doing what it is. So if you go and look at its latest quarterly report, you can see that there is just a ton of dilution going on with them. They just have millions and millions of convertible debt to work through, and they are still working through it. I don't like HIPH as a company, but I know how it reacts. I mean, if you can just look and see how it's really kind of gone above that 5-cent range and really sustained that so far. And so that's what I liked about it. I went and got in and just kind of bought it based off of specific catalyst that, you know, came about this morning. And again, just made a couple $100 and called it a day. I don't want to force trades. The important thing to understand is, like, you don't have to make a trade every single day of the week. You know, I think that as a new trader, a lot of people get wrapped up into that. And it's like, you know, oh, I got to make money today. I got to make money today. And sometimes there's just not an opportunity that presents itself. Now, I will say there's lots of folks within our group that did. GHHC, I think it's up about 30% or so. I missed out on that one. VYST is almost up 60%. And IMNP's even up a little bit. I saw a couple of folks trading that as well. ARSN looks like it's on the move as well. That looks like I think they're acquiring some other companies, some online companies, so getting some attention there too. And that's pretty much it, guys. Like, there's just not much going out there today. And I'm talking just dollar volume in general. You look across the entire OTC, there's just not much moving. It's kind of been like this. The last couple of weeks, it seemed like the market was really starting to come back. But right now, it doesn't appear to be that way. So again, I was just being very methodical, very specific with my plan. I didn't want to go overboard or anything like that. Got in and got a couple $100 on HIPH and called it a day. There's just really, it's kind of a sad state of affairs. It's almost kind of like watching paint dry out there right now. But you have this, and I think that you have this no matter what area of the market that you're trading in, where there's lulls and there's slow periods. For me, it seems as if there's been a lot of slow periods, more so than not as of lately compared to previous years, especially around this time of year. But it is what it is. We just go with it, and you know, again, you just said be very specific, and I think more picky with your plays. Yeah. Hey, what's going on, Will? It's nice to see you, man. Yeah, I guess it's choppy up on the big boards as well. So yeah, it's been a tough day overall. So it's just important, I think, to just not force those trades and stick with your plan. So with that, guys, I'm just going to go ahead and call it there. There's not much else to go off of. I just wanted to make sure that I got my midday market recap in so that you guys knew where my thought process was and what I did throughout the day today. So you know, I know there wasn't much to go off of, but I would appreciate a subscribe and a like if you got something out of this video today. And check us out. We do have a free trading platform on WeTradeHQ.com. The links are down in the description below. And I also have a morning mentorship where folks go live with me every day from 9 to 10 a.m. Eastern time. And we just kind of break down some potential plays for the morning, and maybe some things to go over as far as like mistakes or potential mistakes that you can avoid and that sort of things. Just general questions that folks can ask about, you know, catalysts, share structures, whatever. If you've never traded in the stock market or in the OTCs in particular, it's a pretty good atmosphere, I think. And we have Kikos, who also does the OTCs in the evening as well. You can reach out to me through Discord, Abdul, or you can reach out to me. I have through WeTradeHQ. There's a contact email in there. So yeah, you can ask. There's plenty of avenues you can ask. Not sure if you're in our Discord, but you can check that out, and you can send me a direct message that way as well. There's plenty of ways to get in contact with me. We have a Facebook group that's down in the description as well. If you want to join the Facebook group, you can ask me questions down there in the Facebook group too. So however, whatever's easiest for you to do that, by all means. So I'll answer any questions that you have. So with that, guys, thank you so much for joining me today. Hopefully it picks up in the market. We'll see what happens. If anything arises or whatever, be sure to check us out in the group, and I'm sure somebody will let us know. And that is all I've got for you guys today. So as always, I will see you all before the bell, and B. Smith is out.